Hey, what's up, everybody? Another edition of the Righteous Gymbros. You got Ryan, you got my brother Chaz, and today we are going to review The Naked Gun. Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson. It's a reboot, so it's not an actual sequel, but more of a reboot. Before we get into that, please make sure you hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. You know, we're trying to continue to reach the 5 and 10s of fans out there. We're slowly and surely getting there. But
Dreams of the hundreds.
the dreams of the hundreds. Hey, you know, we're incrementally getting a little bit better, I think. So, but we appreciate that. So, with that said, we're going to move right into The Naked Gun. So, I believe we both saw this on the same day, right? We saw it on Friday. So, both classic comedies, favorites of ours. And I think we're going to have maybe a couple of different opinions on this. I think our first, maybe head to head. I'm not sure. We haven't really talked about it at all. So just a little bit on the surface of, kind of have an idea what you're thinking about.
You said we saw two different movies.
I said it sounded like we saw two different movies. So you might get two different reviews here, but that's what we do here. We're going to be honest with you. So with that being said,
fair and balanced.
What's that? Fair and balanced.
Fair's fair.
Fair and balanced. Thank you. So with that being said, today, normally when we do this, Chaz is usually in the leadoff spot. But today he requested that I'm going to bat leadoff for this movie. And so I'm going to start out and give my take. So first of all, this is a different movie than what you've seen in Naked Gun, 2.5, 33 1/3, but it's also very much the same. This is a fun movie. It really is. And you are going to get a lot of things reminiscent that you saw if you enjoyed the first three Naked Gun movies, you're going to enjoy this, okay? It has all the same ridiculousness. Even from the opening scene, it's like, it's so freaking stupid. But you know what? That's what The Naked Gun is. It's stupid. It's supposed to be stupid.
Are you stupid or something?
Stupid is, stupid does.
You also have to be very quick. They have jokes, I'm talking, running every 15 to 20 seconds. If you're not ready, you're going to miss something. And it's not always like a big joke. It's going to be something subtle. I'll give you an example. This is just a slight spoiler out of the many jokes. They're in the police station and there's a room and it says cold cases. And it's literally people are coming out of the cold case and it's freezing. I mean, it's stuff like that. But that is a tribute to the heart of what Naked Gun is. Okay. And it's getting good reviews, 90% rotten. It's actually sitting at 90% rotten. So
I weep for the future.
I weep for the future. So getting good ratings right now, but it stays true to, I believe, in the original. Liam Neeson shocked the hell out of me. It works. I was really concerned about, oh man, he's kind of, he's an action star. Can he really do comedies more serious? But the seriousness does play. It really works.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career.
Never was worried about Pam Anderson. If you recall, if some of you seen it, we did a video earlier, almost a month ago, about what we were kind of concerned about. Oh, is this going to really live up to what we were hoping is? And I think it did. You're going to get fan service. It's not overloaded fan service, but you're going to get the fan service. The original characters are going to get the respect. They did a really good job respecting Leslie Nielsen's character, the original Frank Drebin. The cameos, and I know I'm bringing up another movie. It's not Happy Gilmore 2 where it was just overran by cameos. This one had a handful of cameos, and it was in the right spots. And a couple of the cameos were really kind of special to me. And if you're a fan of Naked Gun, you'll see why. I don't want to spoil it for you. So that was great. Good story. And I say good story. I mean, it's The Naked Gun. I mean, it's kind of, there's really no story. But it flows is what I mean. It flows as best. It takes you through what it's supposed to be. But it's supposed to be chock full of ridiculousness and stupidity. And I think it met that. And Chaz, I don't know what you're thinking on it, but I know you probably look, and everybody's going to hold the gold standards up high. But I think it's a formidable match with what we've had previously.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
With the previous 3 Naked Guns, is that what you're?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I must have missed, I guess, the cameos because only one really comes to mind when I think about it for some reason. Maybe it was just because it was the biggest one, but trying to think of who else. I guess the cameos are beside the point, but I'm not saying this was a bad movie.
I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I'm just saying, it was a little...
Okay, let's get that out of the way. I'm not saying it was terrible, although my wife pretty much regretted spending the hour and 25 minutes in the theater when she got out of it. So I will say that.
But I don't think she was ever a fan, though, either. It's
She's
not
never
for
seen the
everybody.
original. She's
It's
never seen the original.
Yeah, and it's not for everybody. The people have seen the Naked Gun. It's a slapstick. It's not for everybody.
It is supposed to be ridiculous,
Yes.
and it is supposed to be stupid. However, the opening scene for me, which is in the trailer, was just too ridiculous. You can't go from being a little girl licking a lollipop to 6'5" Liam Neeson. I mean, come on. I know it's supposed to be dumb, but the things that he does in that scene are just, it's not, to me, the Naked Gun humor should be ridiculous, but it should be more subtle. Like the scene that you pointed out in the background of the cold cases, that's more of what it's supposed to be. You're just looking at it and you're like, what? And you should have to pay attention to what's being said. I will agree with that,
Mm-hmm.
to pick up on the stupid, puns and the jokes. And they did have a lot of that.
They did.
I do agree. There are some scenes, some moments where I'm thinking, okay, that is what the Naked Gun is supposed to be. And I did laugh. But a lot of it was also just a little too over the top for me.
Was that over the top? I can never tell.
In terms of just being Naked Gun. And some things were just like, okay, I could have done without that. That was just, they're trying too hard in some scenes, I kind of thought. Whereas, again, you should kind of have to pay attention to it and it shouldn't be out there in your face, I guess, so to speak, with some of the humor.
Uh-huh.
So, not that the whole movie was that way, but some of it was for me. And that, if I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, that was excessive or that was just too ridiculous, then that's bad. Because I like the stupid, ridiculous, funny movies. I mean, Zoolander 1.
Really, really, really ridiculously good.
1, not 2. One of my favorite comedies ever. And that was just a stupid movie. But yeah, so everything else is fine. Liam Neeson as Frank Drebin Jr., he was okay. To me, he doesn't have the mannerisms of Leslie Nielsen, which no one ever will.
Nobody ever will.
No one ever
That's hard to
will.
compare. But I will just, I think he made it into his own, which I think is enough and was good enough for me.
Yeah. And again, I'm not saying he did a bad job. It wasn't what I was, I guess, hoping for with the Naked Gun. Again, a little bit more subdued. Pam Anderson was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. She was great.
Danny Houston, actually.
Houston. I mean, you talk about a villain. I mean,
I tell you what, some of his faces kind of reminded me of the old Naked Gun, just like some of the reactions that he had to what Liam Neeson's character was saying.
He did.
And just, he was actually pretty good.
He reminded me of, he played the villain, how I think the villain should have been played, like in the first Naked Gun, not Pap Smear, but Ricardo Montalban's character. I can't remember his name. And then also a little bit with Rob Goulet's character in Naked Gun 2.5, Habsburg's character. So there was parts of those two characters that kind of molded and made Danny Houston's character. But I agree with you on that part.
That was funny. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But some of the jokes, like if you watch the movie, there's one in particular. I'm sure you can, it has to do with a certain drink. but was just a little overplayed for me.
Yeah.
That was just it's like okay, it was okay. One of the scenes when he's driving was very Naked Gun.
Yes,
And-
because the driving,
Yes.
Drebin was always driving and wrecking
Yes.
or doing something. So they respected that and brought some of that in there.
I will say that, yes. It's just, for me, the reason I didn't enjoy it as much as you or have as much praise for it is just some of it was just a little too aggressive, I guess, so to speak, and over the top. And I thought that they could have done without some of that stuff. But I did laugh. Some of it I was just laughing just because of how stupid it was.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot for me to laugh out loud, especially in a theater. Especially when they did the night vision scene. I was just like, oh my God, they really went for it there. But no, fun movie. We're at that time now, I guess.
Okay. Who's going first?
We'll
let you do.
You're gonna. I'm
honors
going.
since you
Okay,
went
I'm
first.
being put on the spot here.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're in the courtroom and I got the prosecution over here. I'm the defense team here. All right. So let me back up before we do this. You guys all know, the millions that are watching this. We don't do a 5-star system. We do a 5-pump system. So we're going to see how many pumps I'm going to give it. Get the trusty dumbbell. All right. 1, 2, 3. 3.5 pumps.
Yeah, buddy. We're going to go to 4. It's about to be, whoa.
That's why I was looking at you.
Whoa.
3.5 pumps. Chaz?
Let's see here. 2.
Oh, you better move that
2.5.
on.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, it's a shot in the heart right there. Well, 3. Chaz, give me your final thoughts then. 2.5 stars. This is
It was okay for me.
Okay.
It had just enough of the old, but just too many things that I didn't feel like they got right. I don't know. Maybe over time, as I watch this movie more, maybe it'll grow on me. I think it will.
I think it will. I think it will.
So maybe what comes out on streaming, watch it another 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
Rating might be different. My opinion might be different on it. So yeah.
Yeah, and thinking about that, Chaz, I remember. I mean, I was really young when the first Naked Gun came out. I didn't see it in the theater, but I remember the first time I saw it was actually like on HBO or something in cable, and I remember like, this is so dumb, but then they kept replaying it, and I'm like, God, this is hysterical, and then just kind of caught on from there. So for me, 3.5 stars. I think it is above average. And especially because I was so worried about this movie being, well, you said they tried hard. I thought it was going to be a try hard in every aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I think the jokes hit, and there was a lot of them. You got to be ready for this movie because they're going to be coming, and you're going to miss something. Just something, as I said earlier, something that just going to hit you right there, like it's all in. Or something that's just subtle in the background that's happening.
I agree.
And that pays ode to like the original Naked Guns. So I recommend going see it. I guess Chaz is more of maybe a platform, but
yeah. I mean, if you like stupid movies, silly movies, sure, go see it. You'll I don't think you'll be that disappointed. If you're not the type of person that gets a lot of those jokes, but you do want to check it out, yeah, wait till it comes out on streaming.
Yeah, so I recommend, like, if you have the want to go see it in the theater. But I enjoyed the movie, so maybe a sequel. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to do very well financially, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's financially. I looked at the numbers. I think it was like sitting in a budget around 40 million. I think right now, last check is maybe like 7 million, but. I mean, that's not really and we haven't even completed the weekend yet. That's not really a telltale sign. I mean, unless you want to go by finances, but I found it to just be very funny, laugh out loud kind of movie, which I think we all can need a movie like that right now.
I did laugh, yeah.
So, but with that, we appreciate you checking us out. Look for some more reviews. But until then, we'll see you in the gym.
That's my line.
Is it? Okay. We'll see you in the movies.
And we'll see you in the gym.
Check that. Do we leave that in there?